Welcome to today's Explainer. You know, we really like to think we've conquered this planet. We've connected the globe with fiber optics, sent rovers to Mars, and mapped the stars. But right beneath our feet lies this crashing, terrifying mystery that covers a massive 70% of our world. Today, we're diving past the shallow reefs to explore the untold stories of the silent abyss.
So, here is a crazy number for you. While we are busy planning interstellar travel and mapping distant galaxies, a staggering 80% of our own ocean remains entirely unmapped, unobserved, and completely unexplored. Seriously, think about that for a second. The vast majority of the planet you're standing on right now is a complete mystery. We have absolutely no idea what incredible, or maybe terrifying, biological stories are buried under 5 miles of vertical water.
It perfectly illustrates our collective ignorance. We literally have better, more detailed maps of the surface of Venus, a hostile planet millions of miles away, than we do of our own crushing seabed. We spend billions looking outward, while this massive, breathing frontier sits silently below us, holding on to the secrets of our history and the true limits of our species.
Let's move into Section 1, the Midnight Zone, and the untold stories of the deep. This is where the light simply stops.
To really grasp how wild the deep can get, we have to rewind to 1997. NOAA detected an anomaly on their hydrophone arrays, and they dubbed it the bloop. Now, this was an ultra-low frequency sound detected across sensors over 3,000 miles apart. But it wasn't a submarine or mechanical drone. It haunted oceanographers because it carried the distinct organic signature of a living, breathing creature.
And this is where the terrifying math comes in. For a biological creature to make a sound that loud enough to travel thousands of miles through dense ocean water, it would completely dwarf a blue whale. In fact, calculations suggested that a creature capable of producing the bloop would have to be roughly the size of a small city.
For the next decade, the idea just spread like wildfire. The internet went absolutely crazy with theories about Cthulhu or prehistoric monsters surviving in the trenches. Now, NOAA later came out and officially claimed the sound was just glaciers cracking, ice quakes. But a lot of people remained skeptical, and why wouldn't they? Because in 2012, we finally captured the mythical 40-foot giant squid on camera. For centuries, we thought this predator was just a sailor's tall tale. Its discovery proves the ocean is the absolute perfect hiding spot for giants.
I really want you to think about this. If a massive 40-foot predator could stay completely hidden from modern science until 2012, what else might be lurking down there? We call the deepest trenches the Hadal Zone, literally named after Hades, the god of the underworld. It definitely makes you wonder if those depths are hiding things our science fiction hasn't even dreamed up yet.
All right, let's jump to Section 2, the Arctic ghost ship, the SS Bachimo.
The ocean doesn't just hide biological monsters. It's an incredible mechanism for preserving our historical nightmares. The SSB Chimo was a massive 1,300-ton cargo steamer. Back in 1931, it got hopelessly trapped in pack ice near Alaska. The crew abandoned ship, totally assuming the crushing ice would sink it. But the ocean had other plans. It didn't sink. Instead, it became a literal ghost ship that sailed itself through freezing Arctic waters for nearly 4 decades. Inuit hunters and sailors spotted it dozens of times.
Over the years, people even managed to board it. But every single time a salvage was attempted, sudden storms or shifting ice would abruptly reclaim the ship. It was like the ocean refused to give it back. The last official sighting was in 1969, 38 years after it was abandoned. Which leaves us with this haunting mystery. Where is the Bachimo today? Is it still drifting out there in the wind, or perfectly preserved in an icy grave, just waiting to be found?
Moving on to Section 3, the uncanny physics of the abyss and the literal weight of the deep.
To truly comprehend why so much remains hidden from us, we have to understand the terrifying physical environment at the bottom of the world. Down in the abyss of the Mariana Trench, the sheer weight of the water above exerts 8 tons of pressure per square inch. To put that into perspective, that is the literal equivalent of having a full-grown elephant balancing all of its weight directly on your thumb. It crushes modern machinery like tin cans.
At this incredible depth, the very chemistry of water changes, creating absolutely deadly phenomena. Take brinicles, for example. They're often called underwater fingers of death. These are plumes of super salty, freezing water that rapidly sink, and as they descend, they instantly freeze anything they touch, turning the seafloor into this petrified, creeping graveyard of ice.
But then you have the exact opposite extreme. Contrast that freezing death with black smokers. These are violent hydrothermal vents spewing boiling water at 700 degrees Fahrenheit that is hot enough to easily melt lead. And yet, defying everything we thought we knew, life thrives here. In this boiling toxic soup, bizarre extremophile creatures flourish, existing entirely disconnected from the energy of the sun.
This is a massive, paradigm-shifting realization for science. Exploring these crushing depths proves that we aren't just looking at a body of water, we are observing an entirely alien biological dimension right here on Earth. If complex life can thrive in boiling acid under the weight of an elephant, it means life could theoretically exist anywhere in the universe, even on frozen moons we used to think were completely dead.
Finally, Section 4, the Great Silence, our metaphorical abyss. When you zoom out and take all of this in, you realize the ocean acts as the world's greatest, most silent museum. It holds immeasurable historical and biological treasures. It literally contains more shipwrecks than all the museums in the world combined. We're talking vast amounts of sunken gold, lost chapters of human history, and deep secrets regarding our own evolution. And yet, every single time we send a submersible down into the dark, we discover unseen species we simply cannot explain.
We spend billions of dollars looking up at the stars, searching for the unknown. But, as this explainer proves, we have a dark, breathing, terrifying frontier right here. Up here on land, sure, we are the masters of our domain. But in the deep, we aren't the apex predators. We are just fragile, temporary visitors in a world that operates by an entirely different set of rules.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final chilling thought. The next time you stand on a beach and look out at the horizon, remember that you are only seeing the skin of the water. Beneath that surface is a massive, unmapped universe filled with crushing pressures, alien biology, and lost history. Maybe the ocean keeps its secrets for a reason, and maybe some stories are just never meant to be heard. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Keep wondering, and I'll see you next time.